Foxtrot here. We're getting ready to head out to Royal Blue. Gonna do a couple days. Hopefully check out some of the big spots like Eternal Flame, Widowmaker, you know. Yeah, hey guys, quick interruption real quick. Apologies, I know you're super excited about getting into this video, but turns out none of that happened. We broke shit. Enjoy the show. We're staying at the campground. A buddy of mine's gonna be leading the way. He's got us a little route planned out, so we'll see where all he takes us, but I know we're gonna try to hit some of the big spots. Not sure how the weather's gonna hold out. I know we just had the little storm roll through. Probably gonna be nice and wet. I'm currently about to get rained on again, so definitely gonna be some more rain coming through. I'm looking forward to it. First time we've been here. You know, we spent a lot of time in Alabama and Georgia, so it's nice to get up a little out of there a little bit. Wish we had more time, but you know, I'll take what I can get. We don't have too big of a group going. We got my 4-seater, my buddy's turbo 4-seater. We got a guy named Tim, he's bringing his 2-seater turbo. Hopefully have a good time, hopefully don't break too much crap. Anyway, you guys have a good time. Like and subscribe, you know the deal. driver's side up on this rock right here?
That's what I'm gonna try to do, jump off. I know that's deep, but I ain't got no choice.
You just got to get around that one rock right there.
Yeah. Cut really hard, yeah. Once you get under, it's a rock. Stay this way. Turn on that music, Bubba. Huh? Go that way.
I'm just going to do like he did. I'm going to cut left and then go across.
He said, right there where the water's coming over and crashing, he said, you bottom hard right there. And we don't have the ground clearance, he does, so definitely center.
Whatever happens, I'll get winch back and try again on the other side.
Put it in gear there, Bubba.
I'll just make sure it's ready.
You got it going?
Yeah.
Now you're neutral.
God damn it.
But you just turn the low into a neutral.
No problem.
No problem.
God, pull the plugs out.
Oh my God. Cloud of rock. That was awesome. Yeah.
That was cool as hell, man. I'm glad we finally did it.
Hey, better safety zone. Actually, mine's good. I didn't get a whole lot in.
Oh, we did.
10 inches higher than everybody. I don't know what hit here, like where it went over y'all's foot. Oh, you came up here on me, but I hit a different rock in there. He got it.
I just didn't want to be on that big rock. No, this line was fine, but he was getting real close to that big rock right there.
Yeah. What is deep over there?
Yeah, I went right where you did, just nosed into it.
He dropped off. I was like, I'm in it now.
Yeah. Over time, this is going to get so washed out. guys, what's going on? Unfortunately, I didn't get to record much more video after this point. It was about 10 minutes past where we are in this last clip, and my buddy's pinion seal for the bearing went out. We actually don't know when it went out, but we do know that around this time he started having some noise in his front diff. He was getting some vibration. Basically it just felt like the four-wheel drive was having issues. So we pulled over in an open area where we had some room to kind of get around and get out of the way of other people. And we started looking around. We noticed that the front diff seal for the pinion bearing had came out. We don't know when, but we assume it was probably back around the time we crossed the creek or some other big mud hole and allowed some gunk to get into the bearing, and it basically seized up the bearing. We rolled the machine back and forth a few times trying to isolate where the noise was coming from before we noticed it was the seal. And then once we saw that, we kind of had an idea that it was pretty much shot. So we basically did a trail side repair, pulled the drive shaft at the rear diff or the rear transmission, and zip tied it out of the way so we could move around, hoping that the front axle will still spin without having to disconnect everything. So we ended up working out. We ended up getting back to camp. So we ran into town, we got some food, we got some gas, and we just took the road back to town, or back to camp, and we called it a day. Basically spent the rest of the day swapping out the front diffs with my spare diff. Unfortunately, my spare diff had its own set of issues. Ended up having a badly worn bearing retainer. The pinion bearing seemed to be making some noise. It got a little quieter once we got some fluid in it, but it definitely seemed like it was having issues. I mean, it worked fine, but you know, I probably wouldn't leave it in there for any extended period of time. On top of that, the magnet wiring was pretty much shot. It was so corroded that by the time we got it in the machine, it had completely broken. So we ended up just swapping on the magnet case side from my buddy's case and onto my case, and then we basically had a full case. And then we got everything back in the machine. By the time we started to mount it, we noticed the two front bolt holes in the diff were stripped. So we couldn't even really mount the dang thing the way we were meant to. We had two back bolts, but there's a reason there's 4 bolts on there. So we went into day 2 basically knowing that we had maybe one good use out of the diff. Something easy maybe you get to, but our goal was Dragon's Back and Widowmaker and that kind of stuff, and we knew that we weren't going to be able to do anything difficult and hammer on the diff. So we did the best we could. You guys will see in the upcoming video about how far we got, and that's what happens with trips. You plan for everything, you hope for the best, you hope you're prepared the best you can be. And this is the first trip where we were quickly reminded that we were not as prepared as we thought we were. So thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it. See you in the next one. Take care.